Alright guys, we're just hiking to a waterfall to go swimming, hopefully, at Kenyir Lake in Terengganu, Malaysia, which is the largest man-made lake in all of Southeast Asia. How big is it? 260,000 hectares. What does that mean? Well, it's big enough to have 340 islands inside the lake. So I think lake is the wrong word. This thing is super massive. I think more accurately, it's like a network of valleys that gets flooded from the rain because the government very cleverly built a series of dams to hold up the water, fill it up, and ultimately funnel the water towards a supermassive hydroelectric dam. So from Lake Kenyir, we get perfectly clean power, perfectly clean hydro, which is awesome, and we get this pretty incredible tourist attraction because there's tons of waterfalls, there's tons of caves, there's some really perfectly clean swimming and fishing going on. So on the way here, we jumped in a boat and we saw a bunch of houseboats, which I was like amazed by. If you had 15 or 20 people and you jumped in one of these houseboats, rented it for a few days, you can blast around this super massive lake and really enjoy all the sights. So we're here with our friends, the Travelgrammers again, as well as the same tour group as last video, Ping Anchorage. Make sure to check out the description if you want some info on Ping Anchorage. And first, we're gonna let Ivana, before we start swimming, we're gonna let Ivana tell you about the fantastic morning we had, wildlife spotting, bird spotting. Take it away, Ivana.
We joined Mr. McAfee this morning, who is the man when it comes to bird watching in Malaysia. We went on a short hike.
Leeches like me, no?
Sweet blood.
Sweet blood.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Look at that.
Probably from the nasi minyak, nasi lemak.
That's what it is.
Yeah. From the RM1 warung, is it?
Yeah, that's what it's from.
We came across a few animal crossings and a questionable animal dropping.
They eat the fruits, they move around to different areas. The fruits go through and digest, and usually the seeds are intact and they'll germinate.
Definitely gotta poop because you have the poop at the bottom and rained off.
Don't shake his hand after this.
We also spotted some birds, like this really cute tiger strike who apparently came from Russia, and this really wise looking eagle. We also saw other animals such as white-handed gibbon, a dusky langur, and also a big-tailed macaw.
Looks like a gorilla.
This is definitely the place to go to if you love bird watching. Apparently, Lake Kenyir is the best spot to see the hornbills here in Malaysia. And there are 9 types of hornbills here, which is really cool. So now we are about to reach the waterfall here. We took a really quick ferry ride before we got here, and now we're gonna enjoy the waterfall, so let's check it out.
Alright, first stop at Lake Kenyir. I would say it was a great success. We saw a super massive waterfall. I figured it was the waterfall feeding the man-made lake. Turns out we met some locals there on the hanging bridge. Some young men who were, let's say, youthfully exuberant. And they told us that there's more than 40 waterfalls feeding this man-made lake. So I think I'm starting to get an understanding of how massive it is. They tell me it's 260,000 hectares. I'm like, wow. What does that mean? But when they tell me there's 340 islands in the lake and there's more than 40 waterfalls, I'm like, oh, this lake is super massive.
Huge.
So we're about to jump in the boat again and off to our second stop on the tour. I believe we're going to something called Herbal Island. which to me, Herb Island means Jamaica. But I guess there's an island in this lake that is growing a bunch of organic, natural, traditional herbs, medicinal herbs. So here we go, back in the boat, second stop, Lake Kenyir. Let's do it. Guys, those drone shots you saw of the boat in the gigantic, massive lake, evidently this arm of the lake is less than 25% of the total lake. So I thought I was capturing everything, but evidently the biggest parts of the lake are on the other side of the forest. So like I was saying earlier, it really is a network of like rivers and swamps and valleys and just this gigantic man-made lake, and there is so much to do here. We're just coming up to Herbal Island, which is interesting. There's fish sanctuaries. Evidently there's a elephant sanctuary, as well as waterfalls and hiking and swimming and fishing. Lake Kenyir has lots to offer and I'm excited for it. So here we are. Herbal Island. Herbal Island! Whee! Herbal Island!
Look at these kids. Look at them.
Alright guys, the idea of Herbal Island is there are over 12,000 species of flowering plant on this island, which is incredible. And of those 12,000, over 1,200 have medicinal properties. So anything that's bothering you, any ailment you have, you come here, you can get fixed up. Whether you got constipation, diarrhea, or even just bad gas. Right, Ivana?
Yeah. All right, guys, here you see the national flower of Malaysia, the hibiscus flower. But what I forgot to tell you earlier during our hike is that we saw the biggest flower in the world, the rafflesia arnoldii. Unfortunately, we were only able to see the young bud, but this little bud will grow into a big flower. Pretty cool. So from this to a bigger flower. Right now it's about
This is from here.
1.5 inches.
And
then-
big like a dinner plate.
Wow, it'll grow into this one.
They grow into a cutie.
Wow. You can use it for medicinal.
Yeah, that's right. Normally,
Really?
after the woman born the baby,
Mm-hmm.
so you can still see in the traditional market where they sell the dry ones.
This is like
So
a few
they,
days
the
before
same
it
thing that they
blooms.
will boil
Wow.
as a tea. So for the lady,
Okay, boil
yeah.
as a tea.
Kind of
Wow,
like,
okay.
healings.
Cool. So this is Tongkat Ali. The herb garden actually sell it for 10 ringgit. And it looks just like a bark from a tree. And they make it into a tea. And it's apparently good for diabetes and high blood pressure. And it contains other medicinal properties.
Normally, man, this is Tongkat Ali.
Tongkat Ali.
Migra for Asia. See that tree right there that's got the. Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
How is it?
That one right there. You have to one sip.
Tastes a bit like medicine. Tastes like almost like the flavor of like ginger or something strong like that.
Wow.
Not bad. It feels stronger.
Nice.
Medicine.
I'm telling you, it might be very nice. It might
Whoa. Wow.
That's actually what your boy is.
Oh. Tongkat Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, it is really bitter.
Okay, so the first one was Tongkat Ali, was for men. This is Fatima, which is for women.
All right.
So if I drink it, will I grow boobs?
That one is nice.
Of course, the women's one tastes good.
Tastes better.
The men's one tastes like,
All
this
right.
one's nice.
I want to try it. Let's see. Let's see how this one tastes.
Fatima.
This one is good.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really creamy, kind of like vanilla, kind of like tea.
Vanilla. Vanilla is
Good.
right. Good. Good
one.
point, Ivana. Good point, Ivana. All right, there you have it. Lake Kenyir in Terengganu, Malaysia. Would absolutely recommend. This place is like halfway between cottage country in Canada and the Philippines. I know this is a crazy opinion, but hear me out. It reminds me of the time in Philippines we went to Sugba Lagoon, a boat tour. It's obviously on the ocean in the Philippines, and you're going island to island, mostly beaches and stuff. But the color of the water here is a bit like the Philippines color.
Emerald color.
It's like emerald green. To be honest, we were fighting the weather all day, like rain and then sunny, and then rain and then sunny, and then rain and then sunny.
The weather is very unpredictable here.
But it was amazing, and there's so much to do. Honestly, if I had 10 or 15 friends, I would certainly get a houseboat.
Yeah, you can.
That
rent
looks so
one.
fun. The houseboat looks amazing.
Yes.
I would really recommend Kenyir Lake. I had a great time.
Yeah, special thank you to our friend Mr. McAfee and also Mr. Alex and Mr. Chris and also Kenyir Lake and the State Park of Terengganu.
Boom!
And if you guys wanna do this tour around Kenyir Lake, check out Ping Anchorage Travel and Tours. More info in the description.
Well said, Ivana. Just nailed it. So I think for the end of the day, we're just gonna head back to our accommodations and relax. Tomorrow, something very exciting called Bidong Island.
Yeah, check that out.
Stay tuned
We're
for that.
excited for that.
I'm really, really excited for that one. But I had a blast today. Would absolutely recommend Kenyir Lake, especially the houseboat. Honestly, I think of the houseboat, I think of prom, graduation of high school. You and 10 of your friends get a houseboat and you go have fun for the weekend.
Yeah, or just
We
your
graduated,
family.
woo! Or like your family. Looks amazing. There you have it, guys. Okay, stay tuned for more good stuff. Terengganu, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, and beyond.
Woohoo! Love you, bye.
Bye-bye!